Rocky 3.
Hello everybody, welcome to another Stallone Month review. Today we're looking at Rocky 3, which came out in 1982, right around the same time that Rambo 1 came out. And this is when Rambo's starting to look, not Rambo, Rocky, starting to look a little bit more buff in this movie, starting to lift more weights. This movie takes place 5 years after the second movie, and now Rocky is officially an icon in Philadelphia and all across America. He's got merchandise everywhere, arcade games. This is the first one that kind of slips into the 80s. You know, like feel. It's got arcade games. Arcade games became very popular in the 80s. This one has the 80s feel to it because this is the first 80s Rocky, so that's natural. Which gives it a little bit more bonus points for me because I like 80s nostalgic movies, the movies that are in the 80s and have that 80s feel. It's just a different time. I wish I could have experienced it. But yeah, Rocky is officially famous. He's got a statue that's made of him in Philadelphia. And he's got this big-ass mansion, like a golf cart. He's got this 5-year-old son now. And things are going great until one day, after he announces that he's going to retire, some asshole named Clubber Lang walks up and says, "You haven't faced anybody who's the actual real challenge. I'm a challenge. Fight me, and then you can retire." And that's the story. Let's go over it. What are the things I don't like about this movie? Let's go over the cons first. Paulie, his character is more annoying than ever. He's kind of useless in this film. I'm not sure what he does in this movie, but he's even more useless in the fourth movie. I'll get into that. But in this one, he's just more annoying. He's very selfish. He just wants to moosh off of Rocky. But I don't know, just his character was annoying to me in this film. It's done on purpose. It might be meaningful to the story. He's just annoying as fuck. I just want someone to punch him in his fucking face. Stallone should have punched him in his fucking face. Punch his lungs out like he says. This movie has the Hulk Hogan fight at the beginning, and automatically it doesn't feel like a Rocky movie no more. It's like boxing mixed with like WWE. It's kind of corny. And I don't like the motivation to fight in this movie. It's just like, it's just always the same thing. It's like ego. It's all about ego. You know, because he was talking about wanting to fuck my wife, Mr. T. So now I gotta defend my ego. Just like, you know, Creed in the second one, I had to defend his ego. I'm sick of the same reason. Alright, that's why I like the fourth one better, because it's a different reason. You know, he has to avenge a death. This movie has like the fight between Mr. T like 30 minutes into it, so it's predictable that he's about to lose, because, you know, Mickey, he's dying, a character who's annoying to me also. He's dying, so that's like on his mind, so therefore it like makes him lose the fight to Mr. T, plus the fact that he had gone soft from like over 3 years of boxing people who weren't even a challenge to him, and basically being famous and not really training that much. But the fight, him losing the fight, that was just predictable. Saw it coming. Just like in Creed 2, this movie, Creed 2 took that from this movie. They had the whole fight and 30 minutes into it, him lose, has to retrain, wins in the end. Same shit, Creed 2 rips this movie off. Mr. T's acting is abysmal. I'm not sure if he was told to talk that way, but every line is delivered the same way, in the same tempo, the same, just everything, just every line's delivered exactly the same way, and it's annoying. It gets annoying after a while. This movie kind of gets meta at one point. There's a marching band, and it starts playing the Rocky theme. Like, the Rocky theme isn't something that's actually supposed to exist in this world. It's something that we as the audience get to hear, but now it's just being played out loud in the film, like the marching band kids know it. So it's the first 2 Rocky movies a film in this universe. Like I said, it's just meta. I don't like it. The son in this movie is basically non-existent. Why even make him have a kid in the second movie if you're not going to pay attention to him in the third movie? Like, he's just like, poof, gone. He's like on screen for 30 seconds when he's like, Stallone's driving that golf cart with his son, but then immediately, like, the son doesn't even get to speak in this movie, I don't think. There's nothing with him. Just a wasted character. Why is he there? I swear to God, he's non-existent, because then Adrian, the whole family, Paulie included, they all go to LA to start training, you know, for the next big fight against Mr. T, and the son's nowhere to be found. Who's watching the kid? The nanny? Adrian did not need to be there to watch him train. It was just weird. Why is she there? So that she can give him that last cliche motivational speech at the end, like, "You need to fight for you, not me." Like I said, these movies, they all just beat the same drum. It's like they're all the same movie, basically. They all have, like, to distinguish which one they are, you gotta have, like, a subtitle below it. Like, Rocky 3, the Mr. T one. Rocky 4, the Russian one. Rocky 5, the shitty one, according to a lot of people I've been listening to. Haven't seen it yet, but I'll let you know if it's shitty. I hope it's not. But yeah, Adrian did not need to be there in LA. Who the hell's watching the kid? You know? Just like this, seriously, the kid was just forgotten about. Positives for this movie. Mickey dies. Woohoo! This movie starts with the last one left off yet again, like the second movie. I like that continuity, but then, you know, it goes like 5 years into the future. But we get to see the end of the second movie, just to catch you up to speed. I like that. This is the Eye of the Tiger soundtrack film, and they say the words Eye of the Tiger like 50 times in this movie. That's like the slogan for this film. I like that we get to see a new side of Rocky. You know, he's you know, soaking in the fame. He's still doing commercials, but he's doing them a lot better this time. It's not hokey and weird like it was in the second one. And like I said in the beginning of my video, this is the first 80s Rocky movie, and it's like the whole 80s like arcade craze being on full display. There's like the arcade room. It has a pretty decent 80s feel to it, but the fourth one's way 80s. I also like the fact that Creed is now the replacement coach for Rocky. You know, it's kind of like funny. You know, just like his nemesis is now his coach in the third movie. You know, just two rivals training together, and then they have that final, you know, play fight at the end of the movie. I like that they're friends now, Creed and Rocky. You know, it's an interesting arc for them now that they're best friends. This movie paces a lot better. It's not as long as the other ones. This one's like an hour and 40 minutes. It's like 20 minutes less than the other two movies. So this one doesn't really have too many pacing issues like the other ones. I enjoyed this one more. So therefore, I gotta say, when it comes to Rocky 3, that this is a movie that you can definitely go out and buy. These are all fun, inspirational, fun Rocky movies to watch. You know, they're just fun to just sit back. You know, it's always like the final fight. That's what it's building up to. You like seeing that final fight. And this final fight, I liked it better than the one in part 2. He tires Mr. T.I. He lets him punch himself out, basically. But those are my thoughts on Rocky 3. What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video at all, you can hit this like button to support it. And you can support my channel and subscribe by clicking on my cartoon face in about 5 seconds to see more. And until next time, I'll be to see you.